So what's up? Um, I'll take my chances again on this one. I sell again under this level, this gray box around here, because that's where the previous push comes from. And this time, we do have more evidence. We do have more backup in our probability. So that gives me more more information that my edge is possible. There's possibility that it is higher now than the first time that I took it right around here, because what explains that is this. So as you all can see, after we get stopped out at this area, after we get stopped out, that price went up, but then it stops, right? It stopped at this level, so that means it respected that level. It respected this level. So again, let me clear my charts a little. So we do a break under this level, which is an indication for us. Then the highest point is here, and then after making a low in the market, price corrects, right? After a correction, it made a lower high. So at the first time, we thought that that could be it. Price would fall down again back to this level, but then price, the market did its thing. So um, it fall up short, but that's okay because that's the market, man. That means that we do have buyers here, sitting right here, and then after buyer pushes up, he failed to do so. It respected this level of resistance now, and then as we scale down more to our smaller time frame, um, we can see that it is now backed up again by much more evidence. So as you all can see, price failed to make a new high and then respected this level of resistance, and then it now goes down again with a structure. So that what confirms me that there is a higher probability that this could be it. And then as you all can see, after breaking this low, consolidate a little. Wait a minute. So as I was saying, man, after price break this level, after price break this level of low, it now creates another level of resistance here, which get respected at that time. And then I sell under here because this is the last price that get into, and then this under the level where we can sell. Remember this gray box here, we can sell under this level. So that's my confluences about this one. And now I'm overall all targeting this lowest point, well, the body close, and now we'll see what price would do, man. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to update you guys, so I'm going to put an alert, probably under here. Then just let the market do its thing. Okay, so as you all can see, we got stop out on the market. Remember that we put trades below this level and then ended up getting stop out by Sunday opening. But now we do have another opportunity, man. Let me clear up my chart first. Okay, but first let me reflect on what happened or what consideration I can do in order to be a better trader, man. I mean, what are the lessons that I've learned here? So first of all, let me go back a little. So as y'all can see, we break this level, right? Level of resistance, I mean support, ended up making new low in the market. And then after that new low corrects, made a high, and then make another low in the market. So next time, in our journey, in the upcoming journey, whenever price push down real hard like this one, we need to put in our mind that sometimes the volume gets weaker and weaker. The more they push down with much more volume, the more it gets weaker. Every time na bumababa pa siya lalo. Because just look at this big push down. I remember the analogy of Trades by Sai about this one. He described this as a car, right? So whenever yung kotse ay umaandar, stepping on the gas, it will continue to go down until it finds a level of buyers, or until it finds a level of some car na nasa harapan para umistop. So wait a minute. Yes po. So as I was saying, man, whenever price push down real hard, it won't stop until it find a level of strong buyers. So in this case, this the level of our strong buyers, this one, and then we ended up making it higher. So the way I perceive this is we make a equal low, equal lower high. That's why I am confident enough to take this trade. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is the market, so we can't really control this one. We can't really think too much about it or do something about it, because we need it to accept as it is. It is a game of probability, man. Anything can happen here. And so yeah, so the pretty much lesson here is that whenever price push down or push up with a huge amount of volume, we need to pay attention and be patient enough to see if it still wants to go down, because it can find a level of equilibrium like this one, where there are equal number of buyers and sellers, man. So yeah, that's pretty much the lesson about here. And now I hope it's clear, man. Let me put it again. So the lesson here is pay attention after price push down or push up because we might some kind of consolidation, man. And that's where we need to be patient most, because we don't really know what will happen next. So the best thing that we can do is to take it as a new one. So we should take it as this one: high, low, break that low, okay, make an equal high here, ended up making an equal low also, or respected this level of support and resistance. So yeah, that's how we should take it. But yeah, I'm learning about this. I've learned my lesson, so now we're going to analyze it, to analyze this one and see what the opportunity that the market is giving us, man. So okay, this is what I've seen in the market. Price break this level of swing high, which is an indication, and now we do have a level of support here that are respected. So I'm going to put an alert here that indicates that it comes back to its previous break. Wait a minute. So as I was saying, we put an alert here so that we know that price went back to this level and corrects and try to grab liquidity or something. So I need to put here previous breakout. Previous breakout. So yeah, that's how we're going to save it. So from here, what we wanted, not what we wanted, man. From here, we need to wait, okay, and let the price tell what it's going to do. So there is a possibility that if price confirms that it doesn't want to go down anymore, or even it goes down, man, a little, so that it grab liquidity or something, we can buy above this level. Okay, so that's how simple it is. We can only buy above this level, or when we have evidence, multiple evidence that price doesn't want to go down anymore. By creating multiple lower high, we can take buys here if we are guaranteed with that one, or if we are back out with multiple lower highs. But the safest way to do it is to buy only above this level, okay? And simply it is. That's a game plan. So let me see this in another perspective, on a more higher time frame. So yeah, this is what we've seen it. Okay, because we need to put in our mind that there's still sellers here, man. So really need to wait here and let the price tell. I'm going to put another alert here so that I know that it still goes up and still not finding that big level of sellers. So yeah, that's all. So this is the update from the gold gold analyze. So remember that we are waiting for price to be back bullish again above this level, right? But what price did is it sold off. So this video will be the, they call this the review the review of what happened on gold prices, and and um why we don't see it as it is. So it's going to remove all these things, and then we're going to mark up our levels again. So remember that we do have this level of support here, right? Then we do have a level of resistance here that got broken, ended up making new high in the market. This one, this swing high. So in our mind on that time, we're waiting for price to be back bullish again, right? To create a bullish structure on a much lower time frame. So that's our game plan for that one. But what price did was it sold up. So why it sold up? So that's our question, right? So the answer would be answered on a, it's pretty much obvious actually. So remember on the daily time frame, right, we can see that we still break this level. So we break this level up, swing low, and then after that breaking that level, so we break that level, creating a new low in the market. So this low, after that level where this low came from, this high, and also this high. So this is the highest point that it can get. So after making it, it corrects. So okay, I see it now. So okay, I've got another idea that I think I've learned. So if we're trading the daily, right, if we're trading the daily time frame, we need the 4-hour to correlate with it. We need the structure on the 4-hour. So but what we did on the first time, because we've seen it like this, right, price makes a new low in the market, price corrects, I've entered my position under this level again. Why? Because I've seen it on a much more lower time frame that it's getting bearish again. But I think what my lessons here is, if I'm trading the daily time frame, I need the 4-hour to correlate. Okay, the 4-hour to make structure. I need that to make structure, not the 1-hour. But if I'm trading the 4-hour I need the 1-hour time frame to make structure. So that's the lesson from me here. I'll take it as the daily, and then I'll only take what's happening on the 1-hour time frame without considering the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, that's my lesson here, because I take sales under here on the first time, and then from the moment price failed to make another high again, I take sales again on this. That's why I get stopped out twice on the last week, and then we perceive it as this. We do have a high here, swing high, level of resistance, and we do have a level of support here. So we take this as this one, and then we ended up breaking it, making a new high. That's why we take it as a bullish potential or bullish bias. That's why That's the reason why we are waiting for the 1 hour to take bullish again. But we forgot to we forgot that the daily is much more stronger than the 4 hour, right? The daily creates new low, and that could be a possible retest to this level of swing high, this level of resistance. That's why it sold off to its previous low, as you can see. And now there is a potential, there is a higher probability, because we are already under a level where it can go here. Yeah, there's a higher probability because we are already under a level or under zone where price could go down to that level, because that's the next level of buyers. This is the next level of buyers, man. So same thing here, there's a possibility that this is the next level of buyers that they can go to. So yeah, so that's all. It's pretty much the lesson here. So now we're going to wait for it to let it do its thing, and wait for the next setup. So this is the update. Like what I've said, after price getting under this level, there's a higher probability that it will go to this level, because this is the next level of buyers from the previous level that we have. And after that one, price rejects real hard. So we're going to mark up our charts. Let me clear my charts off for you, and then let's go to 4 hour. Let's see what is happening right now. So what I can see right now is we do have our lowest point here, where this lowest point came this high, right? But ended up breaking that high. So we know that anything under this level can go here. So we perceive this as a lower high that got broken. So we do have lower high here that got broken, which is an indication for us to buy above that level. So now we still don't know if this is the end of the indication, because we still need to find where the next level of sellers, which is right here. There are number of sellers here, I can say that, because we do have a swing high here. So this could be the potential end of the indication. But right now, this is Friday, so we'll see if price would come back to this level again. Okay, let me delete my other alerts. We'll see if price would come back to this level, to the previous breakout, and we'll see a retest or some correction. So but now this is how I perceive the market right now. Okay, I see it made its lowest point, which is here. There are strong amount of buyers here, and then there are sellers here, but ended up being taken out by the buyers. So we'll see what will happen in here. So right now we're going to wait for our correction or for our indication to end. We let it find its level of sellers in order for us to be provided by a lower high, higher low, or some type of correction. So now we're going to wait and then wait for our alerts to get hit, and then we'll hop on the chart again, let's say 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. So, and now it's a game of waiting, man. It's a game of patience, man. And let's just keep up with the goal, keep up with the principles, and yeah, that's all.